losing everything is actually the perfect opportunity. Now, before you start to say that is a load of tripe, right, bear with me. In a conversation I was having yesterday with one of the inspirational leaders on my podcast, he's in his 50s, and he was saying, Ben, if I hadn't have gone through some of those dark moments and gone down to a place where things couldn't have got worse, it wouldn't have allowed me to rise to the heights that I am now. And I think very often in life where we are down in the ditches of feeling terrible, and I have certainly had those moments in my life, and I'll share a story briefly, it's very easy to get down on ourselves. And it's very easy to start to say, this is terrible, I've got no idea how to move out of it. And I appreciate that this year has been incredibly challenging for people on a multitude of levels. And what I want to share with you is that there are times in our lives where this can actually be a phenomenal opportunity to move forward. So an example was when I was in China many, many years ago. And it was when I was first starting my coaching practice. And as I first started, I was motivated. I started doing free events. I started inviting people. I was on it. And even though I was on it, my bank account was not on it. It was just decreasing. And not slowly, like it was properly going down very fast, because I'm flying to LA, I'm flying to the UK, I'm flying to China. I'm attempting to build a business at the same time. It's not working. So I start going down and down and down, and I'm thinking, okay, I've probably got about 2 months left. I need to do something different. And now I'm thinking, okay, something needs to change. And this is where that opportunity arises, where you have to do something different. And you're thinking to yourself, well, I was thinking to myself, I have got to change this. There is something that I have to do to enable me to get to a new level right now. And as I'm starting to think about all those different options, I start going to even more events. I start really digging my feet in and thinking in different ways of who I can serve and how I can help. Another month goes by. I get diddly squat, and now I'm feeling nervous. And I even have friends say to me, Ben, you should get a job. Like this clearly isn't working out for you. I don't think you should do this. And I'm starting to lose friends from this. I don't have family that believe in me. I'm starting to really go downhill. And this is where I'm thinking, I need my own advice. I want to help people. I need to motivate myself to do this. And it was such a challenging period, because I'm there, and maybe you can relate to this, where you're giving out so much, but you're not getting that diddly squat in return. And it is incredibly challenging to be in that environment. But there I am thinking, once again, how can I do this differently? Like there must be something that I'm missing. And I remember someone coming up to me saying, do I know a relationship coach? Like they need help with the relationship. And I said, no, I don't. And I said, actually, no, wait, I do know one person. And then I recommended them. And they said, no, we don't want to work with them. We want to work with you. And suddenly it was as if there was this gift of something on my doorstep that had arrived. And I've literally got 2 weeks worth of cash in my account before got diddly squat. And I quite like the word diddly squat. I'm saying that quite a lot at the moment, but yeah, it basically means not much at all. And I remember that happening and having that conversation and saying how much it was, and just praying and hoping that the money would be transferred to enable me to really start to move the business forward and to be able to at least be sustainable. And I was in a long distance relationship. I was feeling a lot of pressure at the time to be able to have enough money to pay for accommodation, pay for flights. And when I look back at that time, and obviously, since that moment, it then snowboarded, and I started to do other things, and I realized what worked, and I created Raving Fans, and I started to build a business from that. If it wasn't for that moment of digging my heels in, it wouldn't give me the same drive that I have now, as if everything was going to be okay. And that's why I think it was such an amazing opportunity. Now, looking back, I can see it was an amazing opportunity. That's fantastic. At the time, I was like, this is terrible. However, if you can look at it as an opportunity to start to move forward and to rebuild yourself and to reinvent in different ways, what happens is the mindset you have completely shifts, and it will enable you to move your life to another level as well. So no matter where you are listening to this video, I genuinely hope this has an impact where you can start to hopefully gain a different perspective on where you are, and ultimately to use what you have at the moment to act as a fire to enable you to ultimately create what you want and to think in different ways, to pivot, gain that perspective, and to build the life of your dreams. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.